What's going on YouTube? Pistol Pete here. So today, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to show you the differences between the two BK7s. One made by Ka-Bar and the other one made by Camillus. So right off the bat, I'm going to say they're both bitchin' blades, and people will think, oh, they're identical, but they do have slight differences. Even though they're very, very similar, they do have slight differences. So I'm just going to show you. It's going to be a short video. I just wanted to bring it up to show you guys. So y'all know my Camillus here. This one here is awesome. Got this one mint in box. I'm not going to go over the sheaths because the sheaths are basically identical. They both kind of suck. They're just that nylon type sheath. The only difference is between the two, obviously one's like a green, one's black. But other than that, the only difference is the Ka-Bar has moly compatible across the back and the Camillus doesn't. But other than that, they're freaking basically identical. They both have plastic sleeves and nothing much to go over with that. I just want to bring that up. I don't want to harp on the sheaths too much here because that's not the subject of the video. It's the knives. So you can see here, this is the Ka-Bar. So let me bring these both up here. So on this side, you can see here, this one, the Camillus didn't put any writing at all on this side of the blade. No, I should say no branding at all. So just plain, and I kind of like that. But you can see the Becker put the BK7 symbol there on this side. And this, again, I forgot to tell you guys, this one here, the Ka-Bar is an older version. This is the rolled, now they have, this is the rolled stamp. Nowadays they do just the laser engraving. So we all know about that. So these are both going to be the rolled stamp versions. Let me pull up here this way. So now you can see here, very similar. This one just says the Camillus down here in smaller, a little bit smaller font. This is the Becker Ka-Bar. So very, very, very similar as far as that goes. Now, there's a lot of talk, again, I'll talk a little quick about it, but there's people are saying, oh, since the cold roll stamp in these, these older ones, that's a stress point for them breaking. I haven't seen that myself. I mean, again, out of thousands of knives that go out, maybe a few guys report it, and then everyone's saying, oh, it's a weak point. It could be a weak point for any knife, I mean, you pry with this, one could break, one can hold up really well. It all depends on the heat treat, and, there's a lot of variables involved. So I don't say it weakens the knife. I really don't think it weakens the knife. Possibly can it? Okay, yeah, I can. Doesn't mean it is. So don't shy away from these older ones with this rolled stamp. These things are beasts. There's hundreds and hundreds of videos of these guys taking these out and beating the living shit out of them, and they don't break at all. And they definitely don't break from where the stamping is. So again, has a few broke from there? Yeah, but not all of them are going to do that. Okay, enough with that rant. Back to the knives. So I kind of like, if you can see there, I'll show you both, put this down, the height of the grind here on the bevel. See how high it is, how high it goes up before it goes to, it's almost like a full flat before it goes to this saber kind of grind. It just has this little part here that's flat. On the Ka-Bar, and this is also for the newer etched versions as well, the brand new ones. See how fat it is here now? Compared to the actual grind here. Now, it's very minute difference. I mean, this one probably be a little better splitter than the Camillus, but this one might be a little slicier. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone say it made any big difference, but you can see there what I'm talking about, the grind difference, how this one goes up so much higher here compared to this one. So that's one difference there. The ramping is going to be the same. The handle material is basically the same. The steels are going to be different a little bit. Very, very similar in steel. The Camillus uses a 0170 steel, high carbon steel, which is, I guess they say, equivalent to like the cold steel carbon V. And we all know Ka-Bar uses the 1095 Crovan steel. Both awesome. There's some people will say that the 1095 is stronger and better than the carbon V steel. Others argue other way around, saying carbon V was a better steel. Becker did say that he thinks the 1095 is a little bit stronger, but very, very similar. And I think he has to say that because it's still his main company. He can't say his older stuff was better, right? I mean, it's common sense for marketing. You can't say, oh, most stuff was better, this stuff is a little less. No, you're going to say the new stuff that you're selling is the best, right? You got to. So you can't go by that 100%. Okay, let's see here. First, we'll pick it up. The thickness difference, you can see, is very little difference, but this one here is closer to a 1/4 inch. This one here is 3/16. So this is the Ka-Bar is 3/16. The Camillus is almost a 1/4 inch. So it is a little bit thicker. So what they're saying too, so in my opinion, so this is a slightly better still by hair difference. This is a little bit thicker. So it's a wash. They're both going to hold up great. They're both going to do what you needed to do. Another thing I like a lot, and this is just me personally, is the handles. Check out the handle width on the Camillus compared to, I mean, that could be because of the stock thickness, but also the handle scales themselves are thicker. And it just, in my opinion, it might be different for you, but if you have bigger hands, I have about an XL hand is what I have. And this fatter grip feels so good in the hand. I feel more secure than this one. It feels a little bit, I can get a tighter grip on it, obviously, a little bit, but I feel this one feels just more comfortable for some reason in the hand. I don't know why. It just feels, hugs in the hand better. Maybe if you have smaller hands, this will be better. But other than that,
I also forgot to mention the clip point grind
just well. If you
and swedge is a little bit more shallow and thinner on the Camillus.
Same style, skull breaker type, nut crusher, pummels, screws and bolts and screws look the same. The Ricassos look the same. Let's see here. Yeah, this little outer guard here is identical. So there's a lot. Like I said, there's some, you can see though, there's some differences. So it's not identical 100%. There's a little bit differences in the grinds and in the work of both these knives. But just bitching. Absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. I did end up selling this one here. You guys know I had a knife sale, so I sold this one. This one's gone. But I'm going to keep the Camillus for my collection because I have a Camillus collection. And, I was going to say, the last thing to notice is the coating. I don't know if it picks it up in the camera. This is a little bit more rough coating, the Camillus. The Ka-Bar is smoother. It feels smoother even to touch. Yeah, this one has like a rough coating. This one's like smooth. And I prefer the coating on the newer one, though, on the Ka-Bar, more than this one. I don't like the rough texturing. They call it like that traction coating. And the new one, the laser etched version, the brand new one, if you were to buy one brand new, has a thicker coating even than this. It's super thick and grippy. I hate it. Most people I know, most Becker heads will just strip them and either put a blue on it or do some sort of or leave it like a satin finish, but they get that shit off because it just binds up all in here and just gets all junked up. This coating is, since it's smooth, is way less chance of doing that. It'll probably even last longer. So I prefer the coating. But all right, guys, that's it. I just wanted to show you guys the differences between the two, give you my opinion on it, and see what you guys think. Please leave a comment below. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and share. And until next knife, gun, or whatever.